Welcome to another episode of Coming Up Milhouse. This time we watched Season 3, Episode 21, called The Otto Show. And, George, would you like to talk about?
Yes, it is very much the Otto Show because the whole thing is pretty much about Otto losing his job as the bus driver because he drives a little erratically in one scene.
Yeah.
And he has to try to figure out a way to come back from that and get his job back. And he turns to The Simpsons for some help, and some funny things come from that. It is definitely a very funny episode. Lots of good stuff going on in it.
So many quotes, it was hard for me
It was hard to pick, yeah. Why don't we go with your first one, though?
Okay. Tonight, a city weeps as for the first time ever, a hockey arena becomes a scene of violence following a concert of Spinal Tap.
For the first time ever, a hockey arena.
For the first time ever, a hockey arena becomes the scene of violence.
Kent Brockman.
Kent Brockman on the news.
I thought you might pick that one because when that scene, that line happened, you were cracking up. I'm like, that's probably going to be one of you. Oh boy, I like it. Good.
What about you?
My first line is, I stand by my record. 15 crashes and not a single fatality.
That's a pretty good Otto, too.
I know, I've said it before. If they need an Otto on the show, I'd be happy to do it.
And you have done Otto's voice around the house before, too.
Yeah. So he is playing, Bart gets a guitar and takes it on the bus, and Otto's good at guitar, so that's kind of cool. Mm-hmm. And he's playing, like a concert for them on the bus, and he's late, and he races to get the kids to school and crashes the bus all over town.
He's late because he's playing Freebird.
Yeah,
which is
he's playing some
epically
Skinner
long song.
He's like,
and then
tomorrow. Yeah.
Martin points out that they're already late to school, and so he has to race, and it's really erratic driving.
Yeah, he ends up crushing the Jebediah Springfield
know.
statue. I mean, and so he was getting chewed out by Skinner, and that was his retort. So,
nice.
Good stuff. What about line 2?
Until you get a license or your own underwear, you won't be driving the bus.
Same scene. He's like, hey, I got my name written on my underwear. Oh, wait,
these are mine. Because he could have a proof of ID. He didn't have a driver's license. He's driving the bus without the driver's license. But I could prove it's me because I have it written in my underwear. It's not in his underwear.
And then Skinner's like, you got to get...
Until you get a license of your own, or your name and your own underwear.
Love it.
You won't be driving the bus.
Yep. So my second line is an exchange, and it's between Homer and Marge, and Bart's trying to talk them into letting Otto stay with them because he got evicted, and Homer doesn't want nothing to do with it, but Marge says, doesn't the Bible say, whosoever you do to the least of my children, you do unto me? And Homer says, yes, but doesn't the Bible also say, thou shalt not take moochers into thy hut?
I like that too.
Very Homer, and he tried to turn it around, but it didn't work. So that one struck me as good.
Right. So many great lines. So many great lines. So if you watch this episode, again, this is episode 21. If you're watching Hulu or Disney Plus, it's episode 22. If you're watching it on DVD. The Otto Show, we would love to see your comments and your favorite lines in the comments below. So share, give us a like as well.
What about scenes?
Oh boy, this was tough for me because I'll give you a little segue into my brain. When Homer was waiting for Bart and his friends to be done with the concert, he's singing in the car, which I think is a riot. But I'm going to go with the driver's test, where this is like the third time that Otto is trying to get his driver's license, and he and Patty are on the bus, and they're just making fun of Homer the whole time. And Otto says, this one time Homer had some food stuck in his teeth, It was a whole chicken wing.
For 3 days, and it was a chicken wing. And then, she's like, he's knocking over cones, and she doesn't care because he's bad mouthing Homer.
He's bad mouthing Homer, and he wants to staple his license to his fat bald head. So yeah, so Patty made a friend.
I like it. Yeah, that was hilarious.
What about you?
My scene was when Otto was telling Lisa a scary story.
Oh gosh, I love it.
so he's like, she's driving down the road, and there's a maniac in her back seat. And Lisa's like, did the maniac kill her? And he's like, yes, and you know how I know? I was that maniac. And she's bloody murder. Oh, wait, I'm just kidding.
Such a great episode.
It was so funny, and Lisa's reaction screamed to that was epic.
Yes.
So good.
That's good.
All right, winners and losers. How do you want to do this?
Let's go with your loser first.
My loser is the pyrotechnics guy at the Spinal Tap concert. So there's this, at the beginning of the episode, there's this Spinal Tap concert that Bart goes to, and this pyrotechnics guy walks out and puts a flare to, must be a can full of gunpowder or something, and he blows up and he's on fire, and everyone's like, So I'm like, man, you can't win if you're getting blown up and on fire for your job. So.
No, but he kind of could have just rolled over because the stage was covered in water.
Yes, but I think it killed him because he's on his back burning.
I don't know. It wasn't a good start for his night.
No. What about loser for you?
Bill and Marty from the radio show, because they did not get any great sound bites from Spinal Tap when they were doing an interview. It was a really weird interview, but I liked it.
It's like, what if people rock better than you? We'd be lying.
Yeah.
You can't say
because they wanted Spinal Tap to say
no one rocks like KDBL or something like that. They wouldn't do it.
They wouldn't do it because they couldn't prove that no one else rocks as good or not better than them. Right. So that's Bill and Marty were my losers.
Good one. So who's your winner?
Apu.
Apu.
Apu is my winner because he got he got Bart to try his new squishy flavor, which was chutney flavored.
Yeah, Bart didn't seem too happy about it.
Didn't last long, but Apu created his own chutney flavored squishy, and
he seemed pretty proud of it.
Maybe somebody other than Apu would like it, because I'm guessing Apu tried it and liked it.
I would think, yeah.
Bart didn't.
Well, he said, you can really taste the chutney. He was very proud of it.
So he's very proud, and so Apu was my winner.
All right.
What about you?
My winner is Homer, because at the beginning of the episode, he puts on his old jacket from when he was a teenager, and he gets a can of Billy Beer out. And also, he seemed to really have a lot of fun hanging out in the back seat eating snacks while riot's going on, listening to Chuck Mangione or whatever the elevator music he was listening to. And so I think the whole concert thing was good for Homer. You know? Well, he got Billy Beer and
not only did he get the Billy Beer, his jacket still fit him after all of these years. So
yep, that's mine.
It's good. Good.
Good stuff. All right, so that's our episode this week. What was it called again?
It's called The Otto Show.
The Otto Show.
I forgot how hilarious this episode really was, and it has so many great lines. So many great lines. And even like the couch gag, Santa's Little Helper could have been my winner, and almost was, because he took over the whole couch and wouldn't let anyone near them. And just pretty good.
Good stuff. All right. Well, we'll be coming at you again.
Right. We will be. If you haven't subscribed and you are interested to see more of us talking about the Simpsons episodes, please click subscribe down below. Again, give us your comments. Share your favorite scenes, lines, winners and losers with us. We'd love to hear what you have to say. And until next time, Jiminy Jillikers!